welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Giselle, and today I want to talk to you guys about moving to Los Angeles, everything you need to know, how much I paid for my moving company, how much I paid to move my cars here, how much I'm paying for rent, where did I find my apartment, and more. If you're interested in that, keep on watching. Okay, first I want to give you some tips. Before you even think about moving here, I suggest that you go online in TrulyApartments.com, Zillow, and you start looking for apartments or houses that you might want to rent. Look at the different areas here in LA and see which place is going to have the most affordable price rent for your budget. So you don't want to move out here and just not afford it and just struggle and all that. So just make sure you look at prices, see if this is a place where you'll be able to afford, and then make your decision whether you want to move here or not. The second thing that I suggest you do, which is something that I did, I actually came out here just to test the waters, because when you're moving anywhere, but specifically when you're moving to LA across country, you're gonna hear a lot of things about how it is here, how you're not gonna like it, and all those types of things. I don't really like to take people's opinions or their perspectives because not everyone likes the same things. So I came out here for my birthday in May 2019, and wow, it was the best decision I ever made, because after that, I was not gonna be able to come here anymore. And so I really loved the place. Yes, there were certain things here and there that I didn't really like, but everything else was like overpowering the little things that I didn't like. So before you make the decision to move here, take a trip out here. Stop listening to everything you read online, everything you saw on Instagram, on YouTube, the fake people this, the fake people that. I have not met not one person here that has been fake. So don't be scared for that. You're gonna find really good and genuine people out here in LA, just like I have. Now, how did I find an apartment? I know a lot of you guys know about it, but for those of you that have never lived anywhere else but your hometown, I wanna tell you that I found my apartment through apartments.com, Zillow, and Trulia. I jumped between all of them, looking here and there, and you have to make a lot of calls. When you're looking for an apartment here, they go super fast. So if you call somewhere and they have a good deal that you like, get it. Do not hang up and be like, no, I'm gonna go get something else. No, just get it. If you call this place and this is the best deal that you got so far, is in your budget, don't try to like go and get something else, because when you try to call back, the apartment, the house is gonna be gone. When you are looking for an apartment, you wanna make sure you have everything that you need listed so that you can ask the people that you're calling if they have that available. For example, for me, it was very important to have garage or a parking in the apartment complex, because we have 2 cars and we do not have time to be out here looking for parking. We went through that when we lived in New York and we were not ready to go through that again. So we decided to find a place that had parking. There's gonna be a lot of places that are gonna charge you for parking. It goes from $50 to $100. I think that's the most I saw for parking. And you have to watch out if you have more than 1 car, because a lot of places will only let you park 1 car in there and the other car has to park outside. We were very lucky that the apartment that we found was free parking for both cars. You just have to find whatever is a priority to you and just make sure that you get it, or have something that's as close as possible to it. Like we in Virginia had laundry in our apartment, and then now we have laundry a few like apartments away from our apartment, so we don't even have to go downstairs or nothing. We just walk and the laundry room is right there. So how much are the apartments here? I don't really want to say how much we pay exactly for our apartment, because just for security purposes, I feel like just by the price of an apartment, I feel like you could be able to pinpoint kind of where we live. So I don't want to say anything, but I just want to say is in between $1,600 and $2,000. So that's how much we're paying. The places that I find have the most affordable rent out here are North Hollywood, Downey, and I don't know what other place, but I know that Downey has good rent. You could find an apartment for as low as $1,400 in Downey, but we didn't want to live so far down there, which is another reason why I feel like you should come here and see for yourself and travel and visit all these different areas so you can get a feel for the place. I personally felt like downtown LA, down those areas reminded me a lot of Manhattan, kind of very chaotic, a lot of traffic, a lot of tourists, a lot of people, and it's just a little bit hectic down there. I love going to downtown LA and Santa Monica and Venice and all those places. Love it, but I wouldn't live down there because it's just too hectic for me. The one thing that most people want to know, which is what I mostly wanted to know when I was moving out here and watching one of these videos, how much did you pay to move everything out here? So for moving all of our furniture, the moving truck, the moving company charged us $3,450 to move everything. And then our cars were $1,200 each, so $1,200 each car. And then I want to tell you guys a little bit about that and give you guys some advice, because I feel like there aren't a lot of people really giving you a lot of information when it comes to like moving companies. It was so difficult for me to find a moving company and a car moving company, well, a car transportation company. So my car being brought out here, it was super easy. The guy said he was gonna arrive there on September 22nd. He was there September 22nd. He said the cars would arrive here within 3 days. And literally we got to California, we got here to LA, and the next day our cars were here. So we were not without a car for too long. We only rented a car for like 2 to 3 days while we were here. The moving company was, wow, it was such a crazy, I don't even want to remember, but I have to tell you guys. I found a moving company and I'll link it down below because I don't even remember the name. But when you call these moving companies, you're not talking to the moving company itself. And maybe this is common sense, but this is the first time where I do a move and a truck is bringing my stuff. I usually just move all my stuff on my own and just rent a U-Haul. So when you call them, you are not talking to the moving company itself. You're talking to someone, like a person in the middle. And this person in the middle is gonna find a moving company to come to you. Now they give you an estimate and they tell you how much you're gonna be paying for this, and then you have to pay them a certain amount, and then the rest of the amount you pay to whoever is gonna be picking up your stuff. Now these people, they don't really explain, they don't really go into too much detail, and because I was in such a crunch, I was really rushing, I just wanted to get it done. And it's my fault in a way for not asking enough questions. So I think we paid the people that were booking our movers, we paid them like $700, like $710. And then they told us, hey, the people are gonna come on this day to pick up your furniture and you're gonna pay that guy in cash. I think he said like $980. So we're gonna pay that guy $900. And then once he got here to LA, we were gonna pay him the rest of the money, which was another $900. On the day that they were supposed to pick up our furniture, they canceled. So they were supposed to pick up our furniture on Monday. We were coming here to LA on Sunday. They said they were gonna pick up our furniture on Friday. Now, I was upset at this and I did not want this because it's too close. It was way too close for them to tell us they're gonna come on Friday, and then what if something else happened and they're like, no, that's not gonna happen, it's, you know, there's no way. So now on Friday or Saturday, I think it was literally the day before we were coming, that they said that they were gonna come pick up. So on Saturday, where they were supposed to come pick up our stuff in the morning, the guy from the trucker calls me and he's like, hey, my truck broke down and yada yada yada, and I'm not gonna make it. I'm not sure, but I'm here trying to get the truck fixed, and I'll give you a call and you know if we're gonna be able to pick it up. And I was so upset, like, hey, like, can you find someone else to come pick it up, because we're leaving tomorrow in the morning, we're not gonna be here. Like, what are we gonna do with our stuff? And we had to give the keys in tomorrow. It was a whole situation. The movers actually ended up coming to our apartment and moving our stuff while we were not even there. They ended up charging us a bunch of extra money for certain things. They said that there were things there that we didn't mention. For example, I have a vanity, but this vanity is basically 2 Alex drawers from IKEA and then the tabletop on top. That's my vanity. Every vanity has that 2 sides and then the top, but it was separate from each other. It's not like stick together or anything like that. So they ended up just adding all that as 3 items instead of 1. And then actually I had a huge closet, and this closet I ended up not taking with me. I ended up just getting rid of it. And you know, there was a lot of things that I didn't end up bringing with me, and I just got rid of them, and they still ended up charging us a lot more money. The price went from $900 to $1,200 that we had to pay those people. They told us our stuff was gonna arrive here within 2 weeks, and it took a month for our stuff to get delivered, because they never explained to us that when they pick up the stuff in your apartment, they bring it to a warehouse. So I lived in Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia. They picked up our stuff in Chesapeake, Virginia, and they brought it to a warehouse in Richmond, Virginia. Now from there, it took like forever for them to pick up our stuff from there. So someone else picked up our stuff from Richmond, Virginia, and brought it here. It took a whole entire month. We were here with no TV, no couch, no nothing for a month. And it was just such a bad experience. When they got here, they charge you for the amount of feet they walk from the truck to your apartment, and that added an extra $450 to the price of $900 that we were supposed to pay the guy. And a lot of our stuff came like broken. A lot of our plates were broken. My TV stand was all scratched. I'm gonna link down that company down below so that you don't book, and I will be putting down the company that I booked for the cars as well, because they were really, really good. But yeah, just be really careful when you're booking the movers. And one tip that I wish I would have been told, I wish I would have spoken to someone about this. So when you're moving your furniture, you have to make sure that the things that you're moving, the things that you're paying a company to move, are worth the price. Because for me personally, all our furniture is from IKEA. IKEA furniture, as some of you may know, is very, very cheap. The most expensive things we had in our apartment were basically our couch, our TV, my iMac, and that's pretty much it. My bed, I got really cheap from Wayfair. My mattress was really cheap from Amazon, and these are all things that I could have just sold in Virginia or donated and just gotten all new things here with the amount of money that I ended up paying the moving company. So make sure you make a list. This is what I recommend. You grab your notes on your phone, or you grab a paper, you write down every piece of furniture that you have, and you write down how much you paid for it. You add it up, and if in the end, whatever you have is less than what you had to pay the moving company, don't do it. It would have been so much easier, and I would have loved more to have new furniture. I've had the same furniture for like 3-4 years more. I've had the same furniture since 2016. So yeah, I would have really loved to get all new furniture, but it's a learning experience. I know that, as sad as it sounds, because I really, really enjoy living here, I feel like we might end up moving again, because Dolly's job is my boyfriend's job is basically the reason why we're able to move here and there, here and there. Not that we have moved here and there too much. We've moved only to Virginia and not here, but those things were possible because of his job. If it wasn't because of his job, we wouldn't be able to, you know, make the move. Like if it wasn't for his job, we would have not been able to move here. So I don't know, we might end up moving again, who knows, hopefully not. But yes, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Make sure that if you have a job where you live, check if they have transfers. Check if you can get a transfer out here, or start applying to jobs early so that you can get ahead. It takes a very long time to get accepted for a job. Make sure you do that thing that I told you guys to check how much everything in your apartment costs, because you don't want to be paying all this money for a moving company to come from wherever you're coming from, and then you're paying more for moving your furniture than it will cost you to get all new furniture. Come and visit, and do not listen to what people have to say on YouTube, because you're gonna see a lot of YouTubers that are saying all these negative things about LA. Right now, it's a trend to go on YouTube and talk about how, you know, a lot of people are moving out of California, and I understand. If you guys want me to talk about that a little bit more in depth, I will, but California is a lot, well, Los Angeles is a lot more different now than when I visited in 2019. After the pandemic, there is a lot more homeless people. When I came last time, there was homeless, but right now it's just extreme, and it's so sad but also scary at the same time, because while a lot of these homeless people are normal people just like you and me that just were very unfortunate and they ended up in the streets, I don't want to talk about it too much because this is not what the video is about, but they are just so mean to their homeless people. They're trying to kick them out of everywhere, like if there's some type of pest, instead of helping them out. It's kind of scary because there are some homeless people that are harmful and they are not nice. I have seen this naked lady going around. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And if you have any video ideas, anything that you haven't seen online, I will gladly make a video for you so that you can have the knowledge and you can decide if you really want to move out here to LA. And yeah, have a good night, have a good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.